Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Trader Trucker. We back at it again with another one, man. I am in Lancaster, Texas right now, waiting on a forklift driver to come out here and get this stuff off of this trailer. Got somebody in front of me idling this truck. I think he's the owner operator. He's got some Quikrete on there. So, it's my first load of the day. It is 3:37 in Dallas, Texas. Monday, I will be going to the morning shift. I'm pretty excited about that. So that's what's going on with me, man. I haven't been making that many videos lately, but I just been trying to live a little bit, man. You gotta take time out of your life to live a little bit. And I wanted to talk to y'all today about being cautious with what you are putting into your motivational gas tank. There's a lot of content on YouTube, and I ain't trying to knock nobody, but I think we need to be cautious as drivers as to what we're putting into our motivational gas tank. You'll see a lot of drivers, and you think that because that's what they're doing, and they're getting away with it, that's what you're supposed to do too. And you've got to be careful about who you listen to or what mind frame you're in, and what company you take advice, what driver you take advice from about a particular company, because their experience may not be your experience. They might deal with their dispatcher or just the company in general in a different way than you would. So your results might be different than their results. I see some drivers out here who've got YouTube channels that they say things that are not right. And they say it in a joking way, but everybody's not going to interpret it, as if they were joking. Some people are going to take it literally. So be cautious about what you're putting in your motivational gas tank. Understand that people's results are going to vary because everybody's a different person. I think that we need to take time out of the day and just be thankful for what we've got. There are really people out here that are struggling right now. Don't know how they're going to pay their bills. Don't know if their car is going to get repossessed or not. Or their car's broke down. They don't have the money to fix it. Some people just got their income tax back, and they weren't making payments on their school loan, and they had big plans for that income tax money, and all that money went straight to the school loan. And on one side it's good. On one side it's good that, all their school loan is taken care of, but on the other side of it, they're not able to get their car fixed or pay their rent or something like that. There are a lot of truck drivers, man, that complain even though we're making good money. And it comes down to what they're putting into their motivational gas tank. What are they, what are they listening to get their motivation for the day that puts them in a mind state, to where they're not thankful for the life that they're living. Everybody's got a background. I'm sure that a lot of these truck drivers that are complaining about a lot of stuff, if they would have got caught doing something wrong that they did in their past, they wouldn't even have the opportunity to get their CDL. And that goes for a lot of people. So I just don't like to see the complaining. I just don't like to see people driving around miserable all the time. Let's be thankful for what we've got. And I really do practice what I preach. I'm happy being a company driver. You know, over the road just wasn't for me. You know what I'm saying? Over the road just wasn't for me. I loved it, but I needed to be home with my kids. You know, and there's nothing wrong with being a local company driver. There's nothing wrong with being a company driver. There's nothing wrong with getting paid W-2 if you're at the right company. And they're not that hard to find, but you got to be able to make it work for you. There's nothing wrong with settling for a company driver position instead of going to be a full out owner operator. Yes, it's more money, but for me, my opinion is money is not everything. I'd rather be broke and have a great relationship with my children than have a lot of money and be gone 320 days out of the year. For me, that doesn't make sense. That's how I am. You know, if everybody else wants to preach that it's okay to be gone all the time and, you know, not see their children, and the substitute is you send all this money to your kids, you know, if sending money is what you think being a great parent is, then more power to you. You know, but I feel like I've got to do more than that for my children. So if you've got the experience and you got into trucking in order to get back home, to come back to your children, then stick to your plan. You're watching all these YouTube videos and you want to become an owner operator, because in the trucking world, that's what everybody on YouTube, all the big truck drivers on YouTube, that's what they're chasing. If that's not for you, then stick to what your plan was. I can tell you right now that I'm happy being home. I can tell you right now that I make more money being home than I did as an over-the-road truck driver. And that goes for my KLLM lease and being an over-the-road flatbed. You know, that's the fact for me. You know, that's just the truth. I'm not gonna, somebody want to tell me that I'm not a real truck driver because I'm local and I'm home every night. You done lost your mind. I drive circles around you. Period. You know what I'm saying? I can do stuff with this. I don't care if it's a sleeper truck. I don't care if it's a day cab. I drive circles around you, man. Period. You know, and you don't have to have 20 years of experience in order to be an excellent driver. You know, I'm not going for that either. You know, I'm 2 years in the game, and I bet you I can back any trailer in any spot somebody with 20, 30 years experience can. Period. You know, so you just got to be cautious about what you're putting in your motivational bank and how you're doing things out here, the advice that you're taking from guys, and what dream that you're chasing. Chase your dream. You ain't got to chase anybody else's dream. You ain't got to chase anybody else's dream. You live your life. You know, having a family, having a circle of people that you're important to, and you are important to them, you know, that doesn't compare to any amount of money for me that I can make truck driving. You know what I'm saying? That for me, so for somebody to tell me anything different, you know, they rather be OTR, you know, making money and being able to save up so that they can buy, I don't know, buy a car for their kids when they graduate high school or something like that. You know what? I can be local, in whatever car I'm driving, I can give to my child and go buy another car. You know what I'm saying? It just don't make no sense, you know, to me. So that's just about me following my dream, and don't, if you're out here, you know, and You don't know if you want to make OTR truck driving a career, or if you want to go local, or if you want to quit being local and go OTR again. You know, that's up for you to decide. That's for you to decide. You know, nobody else can make that decision for you. But I just say, do your best. You know, make the best decision for your circumstance. Because nobody else, I don't care how many subscribers they got or anything like that, nobody else is in your situation. Nobody else has the exact same situation as you. So make the best decision for you, but just be careful about what you're listening to. You know, be careful about what drivers you're listening to, because it's going to affect your job. It's going to it's going to have an effect on your home life. You listening to a driver and he's telling you, let me get some water, man. He's telling you that, you know, he's about to leave and go to this other company where he can make more money in a lease, and you know, your old lady's telling you that she wants you to come home, your kids miss you and stuff like that, and you don't know what you should do. But if all the information that you're getting from the internet when it comes to trucking is telling you to chase being an owner-operator, then you might make the decision to not do what you really want to do, which is be home with your family. You know, and if you're watching my video and you come from a rough background, you've come from a rough relationship, and you said you were going to go get into trucking and never come back, you got your CDL now, and you can go back and things can be a lot different than somebody who didn't have their CDL, living at home, struggling, to being a local truck driver. I'm here to tell you that being a local truck driver, you can make some decent money. You know, so those are my two things that I wanted to talk about. You know, just being careful about what you're listening to and what you let influence you, and also follow your own dreams, man. You've got your own life to live. You know, you don't have to be out here doing what everybody else is doing. You know, you make it work for you. You do what you need to do to be happy. And 9 times out of 10, what's going to make you happy is not what makes everybody else happy, man. You know, if you want to chase that dream, then chase it. But if it's time for you to go home, then, you know, because, and I'm saying this because there's not a lot of YouTube content, you know, from local truck drivers that are enjoying their life. You know, and it is a lot of extra responsibility, but it can be done. You know, you are going to have work responsibilities and then have to come home, and then you might have to clean up the house. But, you know, that's being a grown man. You know, anybody who tell you that that's too much and you'd rather be over the road, you know, that goes back to my first point. Being careful about what you let inspire you. What you think the normal is. What you think it's okay to do because you're a truck driver. You know, you make your own decisions, man. Hey, it's your boy Trader Trucker, man. You know, we out here making it, doing it, man. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you like what I got to say, man, leave a comment. I'm going to keep them coming, man, when I feel like it, really, man. You know I was saying I'm going to try to make 2 and 3 videos, but, you know, if I ain't got nothing important to say, then I'm not going to make a video. You know, so keep your head up out there. Keep pushing. Do what you do, man. Make your own decisions. Be cautious about what you put in your motivational thought bank, and man, just be great out here, man. Do what you can, man. Take care of yourself, man. Trader Trucker, I'm going.